Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Monday evening to you once again. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. Although most of our weekend was pleasant, we had some rain this morning, and we've got some more rain coming as well. So let's tell you all about that as we head into our Tuesday. But let's take a live look at downtown Utica first, where we have, in spite of the sun being out, we do have a lot of haze out there still. 75 degrees. This is actually the warmest it's been all day. It took quite a while because of all the clouds and that haze and the rain to get up to 75, but that's where we are right now. And we also have an east-southeasterly wind at 15 miles an hour. Dew point obviously not adding much to the feels like factor out there. And as you head off toward the west, you'll notice where the rain has already moved through, because it doesn't take you much to go west beyond Camden to find temperatures both in Syracuse and in Watertown that are in the 60s. And as the rain moves in here, we'll see it's part of a cold front. So we'll see not only the temperatures dropping naturally as we head into the overnight hours, but exacerbated by the fact that this front is moving through. It's also significantly weaker as it's made its way toward the east of Interstate 81. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lewis County, but that expired right at the top of the hour at 6 p.m. For areas along and west of Interstate 81, we're talking about Buffalo, just to the south of Buffalo, I should say, Rochester, Syracuse, and even as close as Madison and Chenango counties. A flood watch has been issued through midnight tomorrow, or for tomorrow morning, I should say, because of this excessive rainfall from Interstate 81 points to the west, and also a little bit to the east of that as well. Areas like Hamilton, Rome, Camden, and the slight risk for excessive rainfall, basically the slight risk for flash flooding, and that goes through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for most of the rest of our viewing area down closer toward Albany as well. It is a marginal risk, so the flash flooding is looking a little bit less likely there, and I'll show you how much rain we can expect in just a second. But it's going to come at us in several waves. Most of it is going to be during the overnight hours, and then the heaviest arrives around sunrise. And then we'll see sunshine developing as we head through late in the day, but there could also be a secondary line, less intense one, that moves through during the afternoon as well. Most of our areas seeing around, if not just a little bit more than an inch of rain, and there could be more than that, especially from Chenango into Madison, maybe portions of Oneida County too, where you are under that flood watch. Not necessarily Oneida, but to the south of that. And then once we see the rain come to an end tomorrow, we will see the smoke return once again. Unfortunately, that'll be the case as we go through Wednesday and Thursday, which all 3 days, tomorrow through Thursday, will be in the upper 70s to around 80, which is right where we should be for this time of year. Definitely the most rain occurring during the morning hours tomorrow. It becomes better but breezy as we head through the afternoon. And Wednesday is mainly dry but warm. There could be an isolated shower, and then mainly dry Thursday and Friday with temperatures between 75 and 80. And par for the course, more rain heading our way for Saturday, which is also Flag Day.
Jordan, I think I saw something on Facebook over the weekend saying that this is like the 30th week in a row that New York State has had rain on the weekends.
The last completely dry weekend that we've had, 48 hours going from Saturday to Sunday, you're right about that, was November 16th and 17th, almost 7 months ago, before I even got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Hopefully, when do you think we could actually see a dry weekend?
I unfortunately don't see a dry weekend this one, but it does look drier as we head toward Father's Day Sunday, so that's some good news there.
All right, you heard that, fathers. Get those grills warmed up. It's going to be a good weekend for that. You're watching
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a pleasant Monday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. I hope you got to enjoy a break from the rain and the lightning, because unfortunately we've got more of it coming as we head through the overnight hours and through the first part of tomorrow as well. As far as the stats for today are concerned, we are 1 degree shy of average for the high and 4 degrees above it for the low. 75 and 59 respectively for the day. 76 and 55 is where we should be. And so far since midnight last night, we've had just shy of a quarter of an inch of rain, but I expect that to change here as we come through the next hour or two. It's mainly clear out there in downtown Utica, but over the next hour or two, that definitely will be changing. 65 degrees right now. The dew point is at 60. It was up into the mid-60s, so it felt a little sweaty, a little bit sticky at some points today. Obviously not impacting the heat index. That's still at 65, mainly because it's a little bit too cool for that. And the winds are out of the east right now. Temperatures across the region are in the 60s, with the exception of Old Forge, which is at 59, and we are taking a look here at our radar. And as I told you a If you were watching at 6 p.m. this evening, the storms, once they got to the east of Interstate 81 and they got here past sunset, they started losing some of that severe thunderstorm energy that was needed, and that's exactly what's happening. So all the flash flood warnings are from Onondaga and Oswego County down toward the Twin Tiers, and they go right up to the Oneida County border, but we're not seeing any severe weather here in our region at this time. We are still concerned for flash flooding, though, so that may change over the next few hours. Most of our region through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning is under a marginal risk for flash flooding, but as you head closer toward the Interstate 81 corridor, so portions of Oneida, Madison, Chenango, and Lewis County, you have a slight risk for flash flooding there, and for that reason you do have a flash flood watch, I should say, that's in effect through at least the morning hours tomorrow. And then all of these boxes are basically reminiscent of the flash flood warnings. That's where we've had confirmed reports of flooding, and that's going to continue to be the case through the overnight hours and through the first part of tomorrow. And then as we head through the afternoon, you might see an isolated or scattered shower or thunderstorm. The threat for severe weather from that is rather low, with the exception of any flooding that there could be. And then once we see the sun come out tomorrow, and especially on Wednesday when that front comes through, we will see, unfortunately, the return of some near surface smoke with that westerly wind. So overnight tonight we'll have showers and thunderstorms, temperatures on the mild side between 60 and 65, so you'll definitely want the fans, the AC on during the overnight hours. And then tomorrow we'll have temperatures between 75 and 80. Same thing there as we go through Wednesday, but Wednesday's definitely a much quieter day. There could be an isolated shower, rather warm. And then Thursday and Friday, mainly dry to end the week with temperatures still between 75 and 80. We'll see an increase in clouds. And then for both Flag Day and Father's Day, we've got risks for showers drying out as we go through Father's Day especially.
Well, Father's Day looks like pretty decent conditions to whip out the grill and have a cookout with Dad.
Absolutely. Nice weather for watching or playing golf, doing some barbecues, and then it looks nice as we head into the Monday after as well.
All right. Start your planning now.
Absolutely.
Well, this past weekend was...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Monday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. I hope you got to enjoy a mainly rain-free weekend, because unfortunately we've got some rain heading our way to end our Monday night and start our Tuesday. As far as our Monday was concerned, we were 1 degree below average for the high and 4 degrees above it for the low. Those averages 76, 55, and the highs and lows 75 and 59 respectively for the day. We've also had just over 1/4 of an inch of rain, and 3/100 of that coming within the last hour. That total is going to grow as we go through the next few hours. We've got a little bit of light rain in downtown Utica at this time. A lot of clouds though, 64 degrees, dew point 62. So in addition to the rain and the clouds, we could have some patchy dense fog overnight tonight, especially in the countryside areas. Winds out of the east at 6 miles an hour. Temperatures by and large are in the 60s, but there is a comma to that, an exception. 59 degrees in Old Forge at this time, typical for this time of year and this time of night as well. Temperatures cooler up toward the north, and we also have some rain up toward the north. Rain knocking on the door in Old Forge. Same thing here in downtown Utica, passing through Syracuse at this time. But thankfully, because we are losing, the storm is losing energy, it's battling some drier air as it moves to the east, and it's also getting into a cooler environment. It is losing some of that energy. We're not dealing with the severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings like we were dealing with earlier this afternoon. But from the Interstate 81 corridor and along it just to the west as well, that's where we have the best chance of seeing an inch to an inch and a half of rain between now and through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. A little bit less of a risk further to the east. For that reason, much of that same area is under a flood watch, and we also have several flash flood warnings, going from the Onondaga County area down toward the Twin Tiers, where you're seeing all those flooding reports. And then, of course, that the flood watch continues through tomorrow morning. The heaviest rain will be between now and sunrise, and we'll be dealing with a break as we head through the late morning into the afternoon, although there could be a spotty, isolated shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon as well. And then once we see the front move through the area, once we get to tomorrow night into Wednesday, we'll unfortunately be dealing with more of that near-surface smoke heading our way from Canada and from the Midwest as well. 62 overnight tonight with showers and thunderstorms heading our way through the next few hours, especially 75 to 80 for tomorrow with mainly morning showers, but there could be another round in the afternoon. Otherwise, it will be better with a fresh breeze, winds out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15. And Wednesday looks a little bit drier. There could be an isolated shower. Otherwise, it'll be be a warm day with temperatures in the upper 70s to right around 80. Mainly dry Thursday and Friday with temperatures in the mid-70s, increasing clouds. And then par for the course, we could be dealing with some more rain as we head through Saturday. But at this point, Sunday, Father's Day, looks dry for all the dads out there.
Of course, that's going to be a wonderful day to break out the grill, cook for Dad. Don't make Dad cook for you on Father's Day. But obviously, it's going to be pretty decent.
Yes, cook for him, and also looks like some great golfing weather as well. I know a lot of dads try to do that on Father's Day also.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on